Mike with Mike's Bags. Today I'm reviewing the Masonic by Templar Cornhole. Templar's known for all of their unique materials, and this bag is no exception. Two very unique materials on this bag. Let's go ahead and dive in, break these bags down. We'll start with the slow side as always. This is, again, a unique material. First time I've ever seen it on any bag out there. It's a very soft material. I love the way this material feels. It's probably one of the best feeling materials out there. It gives the bag a really soft hand feel. It's very similar to if you've thrown the Queen Duo by Templar. It's a similar feeling material, but it plays a touch faster. I'd probably call this about a 5-speed. It has a lot of control to it, but it still moves at the board fairly well. Very hole friendly for control you get with it. I really love the way this material plays. So 5-speed on the slow side here. Fast side, the same fast side that Templar uses on their Freemason Duo bag. It's a 9-speed. I don't know if any other company is using this. It's very similar to the fast side on the True Cornhole Aftershock. Similar feel and look to it, but I think it's slightly different. It's not quite the same. In fact, that material plays more like probably an 8 to me. This is a 9. Plenty fast. Great for pushing through blocks, cleaning up messes, blowing up piles, sliding the boards, any type of condition. So looking about a 5-9 on these Masonic bags. Template-wise, medium template bag. A medium amount of fill, but this bag does have some flop, so it's kind of on that thinner side of medium for the fill. So you do get a decent amount of flop in the bag, which I really love the flop. It gives the bag just an absolute ton of forgiveness on it. So if you don't throw a flat bag, this bag just lands very softly, doesn't have much kick to it at all. Does a great job of grabbing the hole. You know, I talk about the landing zone, that rectangular box that you want to land your bag in to get it in the hole. You know, those fuller bags, those less floppy bags have a smaller zone. The larger floppy ones have a larger zone. Because of the flop of this bag, it doesn't take much. You're going up there, it's just going to grab that hole. So you can miss left or right. It's still going to make up for those mistakes and grab that hole and pull the bag back in. Enough speed, it'll melt in. If not, it sits there. You can collect it with your next bag. So love the forgiveness of this bag and landing and around the hole. And a lot of that comes from the flop in the bag. The fill in here, this is the DT2 fill is what Templar calls it, Drip Tech 2 fill. It's the same exact fill that's in the Queen Duo that I reviewed. It's unique to Templar, but it's a really fine fill. Gives the bag just an amazing hand feel. Super fluid. I love the way the bag feels. It feels like almost like there's sand in there, and the fact that it just fills up. So you don't really feel the individual beads or individual pieces of fill. It really kind of blends together well, and the fill is shaped in such a way that it plays like a mixed fill. It kind of marries the flat and the round fill together and just gives you the best of both worlds. So again, very forgiving on a landing. Doesn't have a lot of kick to it, a lot of motion, a lot of action to it. Still got enough that you can throw those cuts, rolls, and flops with it, but it's a very forgiving landing. So again, you don't throw a flat bag and get by with it, yet the feel is very hole friendly. Like when it gets up near the hole, it just wants to kind of melt in really well. So I love the fill that Templar uses in this bag. Probably one of my favorite fills out there. It's just, I love the way it feels in the bag, and I love the way it plays. I have no issues or complaints with fill. If you haven't tried out one of their bags that has that DT2 fill in it, you got to give it a try. Give it a run. I think you're going to love it as much as I do. Let's go ahead and jump in and talk about playability on these Masonic bags. And it's a versatile bag. Because of the speed of the bag, you have control on the slow side that you can kind of play any style of game you want to. If you want to get up there and run bags in the hole, you can do it. Except they do a great job of grabbing the hole, so you don't have to be perfect on your landing. It's very forgiving and makes up for your mistakes, or if you're missing the mark a little bit, still goes in. It's very hole friendly, so you don't have a lot of issues with bags hanging. If they do hang, they're very easy to collect and pull back in. So they're definitely going to find their way in the hole. I didn't have any issues with that whatsoever, these bags. But what I loved about these bags was the ability to throw blockers, the control I get. This slow side has a ton of control with it, and I could put blockers up there where I needed to, and I could really get that level 1, level 2, level 3 blocker, put it where I wanted to, and then I had enough speed on this fast side when it came time to collect. I could come down, push that bag up, and ride it all in the hole, no problem whatsoever. If it was up near the hole, I could go slow side, and just kind of that push, replace, fast side, last bag, and ride it on in. So these bags do a great job in that dirty style game, and I had the ability to throw my blocker up there, and because I said you can throw some cuts with this, you can roll it and flop it, I was able to get around it, throw my blocker, my next 2 bags, kind of cut around, fourth bag. If my opponent didn't already push the bag through, fourth bag, come down, take it in. The only thing I would say on these bags, because they do have some flop there, is if you're just clipping a corner, you'll get a little bit of that accordionness. They'll get a little bit of that there. So you have to just be more intentional, coming more to the middle, getting about a third of that bag in, and then you can ride it in. But I love the fact that it has that accordionness to it, because what that does, it gives you the ability to play a get around shot. And that's where I like this bag as well, is if I got an opponent who's throwing a lot of blockers up there, and I want some options to get around their bag. I love this because if their blocker's there, I can kind of step out and aim for the corner of their bag and kind of come in, and I'm going to hit the bag. My bag's going to accordion up, bully theirs out of the way, my bag will go in, or at least I'll take whole control and sit right in front of the bag, and I'll make them have to push their 2 bags to collect. I love that about this bag. I love the ability that I have to kind of get around bags, get through bags. It folds up nicely to sneak through the tight spots. Because they have that flop, they don't clog or bunch up in the hole. They really do kind of melt in. So if you've got 2 bags sitting up there and you come down to collect them and you want to push those 2 in with the bag, you've got all 3 of them will kind of fold up and melt in really nicely. So I didn't have any issues with hole clogging or bunching whatsoever. Like I said, they drip in the hole really well. I have the control to play my dirty style game. I have the control to run bags. It just gives you those options. I can throw cuts. You can roll it. You flop it. Like it's a bag that's very versatile. It does everything really well. It's a good all-around bag. It's a great bag, I think, for blind draw switcholios. Because no matter who you get as a partner and what style of game you like to play, you can both play your game. You know, if they like to throw faster bags and want to run bags in the hole, they can do it. If they really like speed, they can flip it over and just go fast side and run that way, no problem whatsoever. But I think most people that throw this, they're going to love the way the slow side plays. They're going to definitely love the way the bag feels. The softness in the slow side, the smoothness of the fill just gives the bag an absolutely incredible hand feel. I love the way these bags feel. You pick them up, you're going to fall in love with them. And especially as they break in, they just get better and better and better. And so the more you throw these, the better they are. I've had these for quite a while. I've been throwing them. Absolutely love them. They're really fun to throw. I love the uniqueness of it. I always love Templar Cornhole in their bags because they bring new materials, new fill. And, you know, when I do reviews, I see a lot of the same materials all the time, and I'm reviewing bags, and I'm always reciting the same materials, the same speeds, the same things. I love when I get a bag like this where it's just completely unique, completely new, and I go out there with really not knowing how the bag's going to play, no expectations, and this bag really shocked me. So I love the Masonic. You're going to want to get your hands on a set of these when they do drop them, which they will be soon. Leads me into availability, and Templar Cornhole has a website, TemplarCornhole.com. Now, as of recording this, these bags were not yet released, but I think they're going to be released very soon. When they do release them, Templar's going to have them for $50 for a set plus shipping. I think it's like $12 shipping, $62 shipped to you. Phenomenal price for these bags. It's at that price point, it's worth getting a set to try. You know, if you're intrigued at all by these materials or you like trying some different bags, $62. Small investment. You're going to fall in love with these bags. Well worth it. This bag could easily sell for $80, $100, and you would not be disappointed with it. So at that price, you're going to want to get yourself set. So jump on their Facebook page or their social media accounts to follow to know when the bags are going to drop. You can also check out the other bags on their website. That Templar runs their bags at a phenomenal price. So if you're looking at getting some bags, they even do have some ACO stamp bags. If you play ACO, you can check that out. But their non-stamp bags are at a price that's really hard to beat by anyone else for the quality of bags you're getting. So definitely check them out. If you throw in the Masonics, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you like, what you don't like about them. As always, I thank you guys so much for your support, and I thank you for watching.